What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Gamerverse Captain America vs. Venom 2-pack. So we're continuing on with our Gamerverse figures from the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 game. So we get Captain America and Venom this time. So this is a pretty cool pack, at least for me. I absolutely love Captain America. So getting another figure for him, and this I absolutely love. Just everything about it just looks really cool. So love that design. Comes with the shield with a nice effect that'll go on it. And then we get Venom as well. Now in the game, because of the way the sprites are designed and everything, he was more blue color like this as opposed to black. So we get him in that blue color, which is, weird, not my favorite design, but I do really like this overall. I think it's pretty cool. We get additional heads and hands and stuff, so that is pretty cool overall. We can spin around, of course, see the nice designs, what is called like 16-bit designs there for Captain America and Venom on the other side, so that's cool. And then we have the face off between the two with some of the other characters we'll be getting throughout the waves and stuff there, so it looks pretty cool overall. So I'm excited for the set, mostly for that Captain America. So let me get him open out of the box and we'll take a look at it together. So let's start off with Captain America, who of course is Steve Rogers. He's a patriotic soldier with a strong set of ideals and loyal friend. He was given the super soldier serum, which enhanced his abilities beyond the fittest of athletes. So pretty cool to get Captain America. Of course, I'm a huge Captain America fan, so when this was announced, I was like, I've got to have it. And I absolutely love this figure. This is probably my favorite Captain America so far, just because it has like everything I love about Captain America. The only downside to me is that it doesn't have the scaling, which I absolutely love. So I will show some other Marvel Legends figures, that are almost like the better figure, but to me this just like beats them all out by a little bit just because of what it comes with and everything. But absolutely love the look of, basic Captain America, the red, white, and blue design. We get the A on his head, the little wings off the side, which again, part of the design I love. We get the star on his chest, but I love how it's more like stretched out star, which he has this big, like more muscular chest, so it kind of makes sense that it's kind of stretching out that star there. Get the red and white stripes in his midsection. Of course, the blue sleeves come down to cut off at the bicep, then switching to the white and the red gloves there that have the nice big cuffs on them. Big thick black belt around his waist there, looks like a little bit twisted to the side there. The blue pants that come down into the red boots that have the big cuffs on them as well. So just really love this design overall. Just nice big muscular form of Captain America here that looks really good. Now for movements, the head will twist all the way around. You can look down that far and up that far, and that has nice hinge joint. Love hinge joints, so nice getting those to look up and down. Shoulders will come up to 90 there and has the butterfly back and forth, so nice good range with this butterfly as well. And we'll twist all the way around. We get a bicep twist and the double elbow joint. That unfortunately it only moves that far because of the muscles and the gloves sort of conflicting with each other. The wrist will twist all the way around and flex back and forth. A little stiff there, but there it bends. Then we get the ab crunch, so we get the ab crunch cut out there, so crunch forward, crunch back. So not a whole lot of range, unfortunately, but it seems like with a lot of figures, crunch wise, you don't really get that much. And then he'll twist all the way around at the waist. Then the hips will come up to 90 and out to the side. You can very close to doing the splits with that design. Thigh twist all the way around the double knee joint. That'll bend up that far to the back, which isn't too bad, but not the best. Shin twist at the top of the boot, and the foot will flex back and forth and twist side to side. So very good range overall there for Captain America. Obviously not the best out of Marvel Legends figures, but pretty good for just a basic Captain America design. Now for accessories, he comes with an additional head, so there we get a nice yelling head, which of course it's going to be hard to know when to use that head and stuff. Like obviously if you're going to pose and have him for action stuff, a yelling head's better, but it's not really something Captain America's known for with the yelling and stuff. So we do get that additional head, and like I said, you just got to kind of pick and choose when you want to use a yelling head form. And he comes with some additional hands. He has 2 fists on already. Now he comes with just some additional hands, like thumbs up hands. So not really the most useful hands either. I don't know what you would give him, but just thumbs up hands don't really seem that useful. And then of course we get the Captain America shield. So nice standard shield design. It looks pretty good, basic, has the back clip, which I always hate because these always end up breaking over time, so that always stinks. Of course we do get the peg there, and we can peg it into his back, so he's got that hole there, so you can just peg it into there. But let's go and just pop this on his arm. So there you can kind of get Captain America posed up with that shield and everything. Have it there on the left hand. You can put it on the right if you want. I sometimes like the right hand because I like to have the shield more used as a dominant weapon. So putting it on the right as well as using it as a shield, which mostly shields go on the left, but you can pick either one. And then of course he comes with a cool effect for the game design where he does a charge move with the shield. So we get this nice blue effect that just clips right on the shield. So we get that, and of course you'd have to pose him around to move into a charge position there with it. So obviously I can't really get him posed around to look like he's actually sort of trying to charge. Just trying to get him more in a running position, but also trying to get it just so you can see him. But obviously it doesn't work too well with the figure. You'd have to like get him up in like posing position or something. Have the shield, like I said, I don't know how you really get it posed around to look like he's actually charged, but you know, it'd be a move kind of like that, just charging across the screen at the enemies. So that's cool, but like I said, obviously for just like pose on a shelf, unless you get in a specific pose for the charging, this is kind of pointless, but it is a really nice effect. But they're just back to cap with the normal shield, and they're sort of posed up a little. So we have that version of Captain America, and then like I said, there have been other versions that I've liked a lot recently, especially ones that have more of the scales. So we have the Secret Wars version, which is pretty nice. The only thing I don't like about that is that the red, I think I mentioned in the review, the red's off. It's got a little bit like an orangey tint to it. I love just like the more basic red of this, but love the light blue. Of course, the scaling, all that sort of perfect. And then of course we got the tore up shield, so this one at least comes with the full shield, and pretty similar with this, just has the darker colors. A lot more that I like about this version, but again came with the shield that has the hole, so you put different effects on it and stuff. But so far this one is like the best overall Captain America. Like I said, it's got everything I like and can use. Like I said, I just do like the scales a little more, but it's fine just without it, because you know he's pictured so often without the scales, so not having the scales is perfectly fine to me. But yeah, just absolutely love this Captain America for the design and everything. Just for my love of Captain America alone, this is like my #1 figure so far. And then we also get Venom, who is Eddie Brock. He's a journalist that was bonded with a Clintarian symbiote, which had previously bonded with Spider-Man, giving him Spider-Man-like abilities and incredible strength. So of course he has all the Venom powers of wall crawling, webbing, super strength, regeneration, spider senses, and his tensile tongue that we see here. So really cool to get this figure. Of course it's reusing that newer Venom body that we've had more recently. And of course it's all blue this time though, which is how it was depicted in the game. So makes sense why they redid it here in blue, which like I said, when I first saw like pictures announced stuff, I'm like, a blue Venom, like I know that's how he looks in the game, but you know, for a figure that's not gonna look cool. But I actually have it in hand. I really like it a lot. It's made me like it. Obviously it's not going to take over just the black version of Venom, but just for a design with the blue just is really cool. I do really like this figure a lot, so it's made me really enjoy this pack. Now we get the head here half unmasked of Eddie Brock, so we can see Eddie Brock's sort of face there, which is pretty nice with his more like flat top haircut and everything, the symbiote like peeling off the side. Of course we've seen one like this. I don't know if it's exactly the same or just reuse instead of from the black design into the blue now, but just looks good with the half Venom head, sorts of teeth and mouth and all that tongue sticking out there, which is awesome. And then that newer body, which looks pretty cool as well. So we get the nice Venom or spider logo there on his chest and back, that of course carried over the white squares there on the hands as well, with the nice big claws and of course down to the feet there. So nice just big body design for Venom here, making him pretty tall. But moon-wise, the head will twist all the way around. Can look down that far and up that far. So good movements with that hinge once again. Shoulders up to 90 with the butterfly back and forth. So nice range, especially goes back there pretty well. And will rotate all the way around. We get a bicep twist and the double elbow joint that bends up that far, which is not bad at all. Better than Captain America, so that's good. Wrist will twist around and flex back and forth. Then we get the ab crunch, the upper ab crunch at least, so the upper one there, that'll crunch back and forth and twist all the way around. And then we get the lower cut out, so crunch forward, crunch back there a little, so with both those working together, get pretty good range. Then we get the hips up to 90 and out to the side. Thigh twist, which feels stuck. There it is, really stiff, but it'll twist all the way around there. The double knee joint that bends up that far to the back, and then down to the foot that'll rock back and forth and twist side to side. So pretty good movements and range overall for the figure. You can see it's using some newer joints with like the pinless elbows, but still has pin knees and everything. So they haven't fully redone that yet, but still pretty good for what he's got here. Nice, good movements and everything overall. Now, accessory-wise, he comes with an additional head, which I absolutely love this head. So we get the full Venom head, but mostly because the tongue sticks out. It has this nice bright green color, so against the blue it's gonna really stick out, so it looks awesome. So there's Venom with that head now, which looks really cool. Like I said, that bright green against the blue body just stands out so much, of course taking that straight from the game as well, so that just looks awesome. Then he comes with some additional hands as well, some fist hands, so you can have some punching there. But of course with Venom, always got to have the claws just because it adds more to the design like there. Now like I said, this is the Venom we got more recently, so here's the black version, so you can see the difference. So same body and all that, just obviously going from the black to the blue that they used for this game. And overall a really nice Venom as well. Like I said, definitely this was the downer of the pack. You know, I was more excited for the Captain America than this blue Venom, but having it in hand, seeing the blue color and stuff, it actually makes me really like it. So just really awesome to get an additional different version of Venom. Well, that's me it for our Marvel Legends Gamerverse 2-pack, where we got the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 designs of Captain America and Venom. Like I said, this pack was really cool. Absolutely love this Captain America, so super happy to have that. You know, like I said, my favorite version of Captain America we've got from Marvel Legends so far, so absolutely love that. And like I said, this Venom wasn't excited for, but after having it in hand, really nice design, really like having just the blue colors and everything it did for it, really stands out. So very awesome to get that Venom as well. So let me know what you thought of this 2-pack down in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like and hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.